welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. I'm sorry I couldn't find my tripod. My daughter must be using it for all these YouTube Booktubeathon videos that she's making. Anyway, I am in my office. Booktubeathon started, and I was in the middle of a few books, and I'm trying to read my Booktubeathon books. I'm trying to read the books that I was currently reading. So I'm just here to share where I am, what I'm doing. It's like a Friday Reads, and I am also going on vacation. I'm leaving today to go to my mother's for a few days, so I don't know if I'm going to be videotaping there, or we'll see. I don't know if my internet's going to be working. So yeah, so here I am. I'm going to share with you the 3 books that I was reading before Booktubeathon started and how far I got and how I'm liking them. So the first book that I am reading is All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. Colleen Hoover is my favorite author. I know, she does write problematic books, but she keeps my attention. And that's what a good author is to me, is one that keeps my attention from start to finish. So I picked up this book immediately as it came in the mail, and I started reading it. It's not as good as her other books. I don't know if the ending is going to give me, raise it up to a 5-star, but I am reading it, and I did get up to page 137. The book is strange, where it goes from past to present, and it drives me crazy. But I do like her writing style. I'm going to continue reading this. The cover is amazing. And I'm hoping that it moves up to a 5-star for me. So I'm going to continue reading this. I am bringing a big book bag to my mother's house of all these books. She's going to be like, oh my God, why'd you carry all those books? But anyway, I need to have the books because I'm going to be sitting at the pool and stuff. And I am a mood reader, so whatever mood I am, I will pick up the book. So this is the first book. The second book that I am reading is my 50-50 choice. I am really enjoying this one. This is The Orphan Train by Christina Baker Klein. Again, this book goes from past to present. It is a little confusing. I am liking the story, but it doesn't warn you really when it goes to the past, and I'm like, who the hell's talking? So yeah, that's the only thing I'm having problems with this book. I did read 103 pages, so I read that much. But I really enjoyed what I read. It's historical fiction about an orphan on a train, and there's also an orphan that is working with a really old woman, and I don't know if it's going to combine, the story's going to combine together. So as I guess at the end I'll know. But I'm really enjoying this one, so this is my 50-50 read. So I'm going to bring that along with me. And the third book that I was started before Booktubeathon is The Tattooist of Auschwitz, and this is by Heather Morris. This one I got from Book Depository because it is not released in the United States yet. I don't think it's coming out until September, October. I tried buying it at Barnes & Noble, and they said we don't have it yet. So I got it from Book Depository, and I'm really enjoying this one. Of course, it's about World War II, so it is very graphic and very heartbreaking. I did read up to page 113, so I read quite a few pages on this. I've been using this one for my treadmill read, so I'm really enjoying this one. Okay, so Booktubeathon started, and I put those 3 books aside, and I started to read my Booktubeathon books. I know, I'm nuts. Okay. The audiobook that I'm listening to is Darkest Minds, because this is the fattest book, and I figured I already own the audiobook, and I figured I would listen to this. The problem is I can't listen to it in the car because my kids are with me and they don't want to listen to this. So I'm going to bring my trusty headphones with me, and maybe I can listen to it at the pool near my mom's. So yeah, and I've been diamond painting while I've been listening to Darkest Minds. So I don't know how far I got. I think I'm on chapter 5 or something like that. I didn't get very far. But the movie is coming out. I am definitely going to see the movie. So yeah, so that's this. Okay, moving on to my little books. I started Hatchet. I really enjoyed this. I went into this blind. I got an old copy from somebody, and I said to my daughter, there is some writing in this book. And I said, is that part of the book or is that somebody's notes? And my daughter said, that's somebody's notes from school. It's because I got a used copy. And it actually explains everything about the book. So I'll read what the little kid wrote in here. It says, a kid is on a plane visiting his dad when the pilot has a heart attack. Then the plane crashes. Now the kid has to survive in the wild alone. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I read 3 chapters. I'm on page 38. So I read this and I'm really enjoying it so far. But I think I already read this book. Yeah, I'm going to continue reading this one. The font is really, really tiny. It is a middle grade book, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to read that one. Then I started Shiloh, and this one is about a boy who finds this dog that follows him along, and it seems that the dog is being abused. So we follow along. I want to read more about this one. I'm on chapter 4. I'm on page 27, and I want to read more, and I want to see if the little boy gets to own the little dog. So the dog's name is Shiloh. So yeah, very touching, heartbreaking story, and I'm going to continue reading this one. So I'm bringing that with me. On to this book. I had no idea what this book was about. This one was 5th graders were reading it in my school, so it was very popular. So I picked up a Fish in a Tree by Linda Mullally Hunt. This is very unrealistic. It's about a 6th grader who cannot read. Now, I have no idea about other areas, but in the state of New Jersey, you have to take these tests and you can't move on until you complete these tests. And by 6th grade, they should have caught that the kid couldn't read. So yeah, I feel like it's very unrealistic. I am reading it. She's doing a lot of stuff because she can't read and she's getting into trouble and stuff. But in 6th grade, they should have caught this like in kindergarten, 1st grade. So yeah. So I'm on page 30. Yeah, very unrealistic. I am liking the writing style, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm liking this one or not. So that's that one. Okay, then I moved on to, if you noticed, I read like the first chapter in every book that I'm reading for Booktubeathon. So I picked up my nonfiction book. I didn't know this was nonfiction until I started reading it, and I started reading Pure Joy by Danielle Steele. It is nonfiction. She tells stories about her dogs that she owned throughout her life. I didn't get very far because once I found out it was nonfiction, I was like, I put it down. But I only got to page 8. So yeah, it's cute, but I just wasn't in the mood for nonfiction right now, and so that's out. Okay, moving on to this one. Deep and Dark and Dangerous. This one is very creepy, but I only read the first chapter, so I had to read more of this one. Very creepy. It's supposed to be about ghosts. I only got to chapter 2, and I read 7 pages, so I didn't read very far. So I need to read more of this one to get any synopsis or anything for this book. So that's that one. Then I was curious, even though my coin toss said not to pick this one up, I started to read Fly on the Wall. I'm not liking the writing style at all on this one. I don't know. I read E. Lockhart before. I read We Were Liars. I liked it. But this one, I don't know. She's like bullied. I'm on page 7. She's being bullied, and that's all I got from this book. So, yeah, so that's that. The other 2 books that I did not start yet, I'm bringing along with me to my mother's. I pulled out of my shelf, Never Let Me Go. I never read this one before. I did put a bookmark, but I did not start it yet. And I picked up Chew, and this one I'm hoping to read at the pool. So this one should be very short. It only takes me like 2 hours to read this. So yeah, so that's that. I read very slow. I know a 2-hour book, it probably could take you maybe an hour or less. So yeah. So these are all the books I'm bringing with me. My mother's going to think I'm crazy. This is a huge, huge stack of books. I need a suitcase just for this. Okay, here we go. Here's the stack of books. Crazy. I'm going to bring this in a suitcase. It's a big tote bag. So I'm bringing this to my mom. So I have wide choices to read. I don't know how much I'm going to get read because my mother is very talkative. My sister's very talkative. They both don't read. So it's going to be hard for me to get some quiet time, but I'm going to try to read something. So along with that, I want to share just a slideshow of the photos that my daughter took yesterday. She was doing Bookstagram, Instagram. The book challenge yesterday was Book Tower, and she got some amazing pictures, so I'm going to do a slideshow at the end of this. She did not put these up. She was only allowed to put 1 for the contest, and I think she chose the wrong photo. But look at these photos. I will put a little slideshow after this. So thank you for watching. I don't know if we're going to be doing more videos. I told her to do her Instagram before we leave today because we're leaving at noon to go to my mother's. So I don't know if she's going to get it up or not. But these are day 2 pictures. Thank you for watching. Happy reading. I will try to do a vlog at my mother's house. She lives on the beach, on the water. So it would be nice to have some videos and share with you. I don't know if my YouTube's going to work. So we'll see. Thank you for watching. Have a great week. Happy Booktubeathon. I hope you're reading a lot, and I will see you in another video. Bye.